Well, hey, Bill. It's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel, honey, and welcome back to yet another quick chat. Today on the quick chat, I want to talk to you guys about a story out of Racine, Wisconsin. Okay, looks like Terry Jackson, accused of Brittany Booker's murder, has been captured by the U.S. Marshals in Chicago.
41-year-old Terry Jackson has been on the run from authorities since February. He's facing over a dozen felonies and other charges. This fugitive investigation spanning 5 states until his arrest in Chicago today.
Y'all, I am so glad that they caught this man. I am so glad that they have finally caught this man. And for those of you guys that don't know the backstory or anything, let me go ahead and give that to you guys. So they're saying that Jackson is alleged to have initially assaulted 2 women in Racine using a claw hammer on February 27th, and that is of this year. Okay, he assaulted 2 women. Now, the stories that got back to me, from my understanding, one of the women was a friend of a woman that he was dealing with. Okay, not sure if this could have been his baby mom, if this was a girlfriend, or just somebody he was talking to, but this was a woman that he was dealing with, is what I'll say. Okay, from my understanding, he was very, abusive or got really physical with that woman. And so her friend, which happens to be Brittany Booker, stepped in and tried to, prevent him from, handling her friend like that. Right? Very unfortunate situation, because now it's like this is something a friend is going to have on her heart for the rest of her life. Not that she did anything wrong, because it wasn't her fault, but still it's something she's going to have to think about, can't believe this. But let me continue to keep going. Because what they're saying is that Booker is actually a mother of 6. Okay, she has 6 children. All right, and she was exactly one of those 2 women, as I've already told you guys, that ended up getting hit by that claw hammer. And what they're saying is that she actually got hit in the head multiple times with that hammer back on February 27th. And the police are saying that that encounter almost killed Brittany. So that is just insane to me. That's why I'm so glad they got this PUSSYNIGGA. Do you hear what it is that I say? Okay, now let's fast forward from February. They're saying on April 24th, and this is what's so weird, like what was happening in between that time from February 27th throughout March, for things to take place the way that it did on April 24th. Okay, they're saying that on April 24th, Jackson is alleged to have returned to Racine, where he entered the home of one of his original victims from the February 27th attack. Why did you come back there? Okay, was there another altercation that may have taken place in between that time frame? Why, oh why did you come back to that lady? Like, why did you come to that lady's house? Why did you start something? So I don't know if there could have been some things that may have taken place during that time frame or whatever, but it's not really adding up. We ain't got all the details, but let's just keep going. Okay, they're saying that according to reports, Jackson assaulted the victim in her home with her children. Now, what type of assault took place? Not necessarily sure, but there is a glimpse on the Ring camera where she's preparing to exit her home with this nut bag. Okay, forcefully. So after he physically, or whatever, in whatever format, after he assaulted this woman, okay, with her children present in the home, he forcefully took her into her own vehicle. Right, and then the victim was later located by the Racine Police Department because she had been missing. I believe the children called the police because their mom was missing. They didn't know where she was. They didn't know what was going on. Right, so the kids called the police, and that's when the police ended up finding her in her vehicle, deceased, with a single shot to her head. Okay, and that's when they decided to charge Mr. Jackson for her death. So once they did that, he decided that he was going to go on a run. All right. When he went on this run, child, he definitely had like 3 different women that ended up helping him. Okay, there were 3 women that came out. They ended up helping him. And the names, from my understanding, are Alicia Sykes, Carmelita Walker, and Diamond Hood. They're all being accused of helping and abating Mr. Jackson by allowing him to stay at their homes and transporting him from one location to the other.
Racine police announced Diamond Hood, Carmelita Walker, and Alicia Sykes were all taken into custody. They face charges for harboring and aiding a felon.
We cannot stand for violence. We cannot stand for crime, especially crime against women.
Wednesday evening, there is a plea for answers. Dozens stand together, comforting one another, remembering the mother of 6.
Now, what we've learned about the young ladies that ended up being arrested, honey, Alicia Sykes happens to be the cousin of Mr. Terry, and she actually ended up driving him from Wisconsin to Chicago to Texas. And Miss Carmelita Walker, she pretty much just got caught up because she just decided to hop in the car and she was just gonna ride with them all the way to Chicago and ended up catching a charge herself. I don't know if the ladies were privy to everything that was going on or not, but they definitely got those charges because they done learned today. All right, or whatever day that was, they don't learn. Now, somebody that did know what was going on, in my opinion, and somewhat out of her own mouth, was the woman Diamond Hood, because what they're saying, according to court documents, was that Diamond and Mr. Terry had some type of asexual relationship going on. Okay. So they had some stuff going on over there. Now, they're saying that she also told them that she knew about the incident that took place with the claw hammer back in February. All right, so she knew all of that and still decided to let that man use her SUV and stay at her house. And she done sat up here and messed up and caught herself a case as well. Ugh. Girl, bye. I can't. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, hey, I guess if that's what y'all call ride or die, then keep riding, honey. Look like it's gonna ride you all the way up to a jail cell. But anyway, good luck. Let's keep going. When it comes to this search, y'all, the search was very long. Okay, the incident took place back in April or whatnot, and they are just now getting him. Okay, Mr. Man has definitely been on the moves, but I will say this, or he's been on the move, but I will say this, it's come to an end. It has finally come to an end, and I'm so glad that they snatched him up. He is so BIT made to me. You sit up here and you attack these ladies in February, then you turn around, break into this woman's home. Okay, that's what you did. You break into her home, you assaulted this woman, and then turned around and clapped this woman. And then you did all of that because you was rough and puff with your whatever it is you got going on. And you was so big and bad. You did all of that but decided to run and skip town. Well, if you was going to be that bold to put your hands on these women and hit them in the head with hammers and do whatever else it is you did, and then to take a life, why wouldn't you be man enough to stand up to the cops then? Why would you sit up there and run? What you running for? Don't run. We ain't going to hurt you. Don't run. We ain't going to fight you. Come outside. Come outside. You ain't got to go. Come outside. All right. And then you got these women over here helping you move from one place to the other. I know y'all feel foolish. And I would not feel comfortable in my spirit knowing this man violated those other women like that. And think like, are you serious? I'm going to think you probably going to do that to me. Hear what I say? You probably could do that to me. And ain't no telling, he probably had her wrapped around his finger. I don't know. He could have been like, man, they lying. It wasn't even me. I ain't even seen that girl. Ain't no telling what he was saying, child. But she done sat up here and helped this man. And I'm just like, I would not have felt right. Because at the end of the day, whether or not he lied and said, oh, that wasn't me. I don't know what Brittany. I ain't even seen her. I'm trying to go on here to head out, though. Either way, Miss Girl said and admitted she knew about the incident that took place back in February. So this man done jumped on his girl or ex-girl or baby mama, whatever she was to him, and turned around and jumped on her friend Brittany as well. And now all of a sudden Brittany is missing. Girl, bye. I cannot. Now they are saying that after he ended up getting arrested the other day or whenever it was when they finally arrested Mr. Terry Jackson, they said that he did offer up a confession. Now I will say I am giving a hard side eye to that confession, because what kind of confession are you going to give? I don't think it's nothing that you could really say. I know he's going to try to give a confession to try and lessen his time, to probably not go to court. I don't know, maybe just be sentenced. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how all of that works. But yeah, it's giving, I'll give y'all a confession in hopes of probably getting a lighter sentence. And he better not try and play up no type of self-defense or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, you entered this woman's home. Shout out to the Ring camera for catching your ass. All right. And shout out to Brittany for turning around So making sure that the camera caught her face, at least half of it, if not all of it, so we know indeed that that was her exiting the home. And then he gonna stand up there at the door talking about some go. Girl, this man done pissed me the hell off. But I hate it for the family. I really hate it for those babies, those 6 babies. My goodness. My goodness. All right. I didn't, when I watched some of the footage of the news crew, I didn't really see, or the news interviews, I didn't really see her mom. So I'm not sure where her mom is, but I definitely saw her dad present. And it also looked like her children were standing next to her dad in the, in those news interviews. So he is very happy. He's very appreciative of the support that the community gave him, because he just feels like they probably would have never found this man if people would not have, supported him and come forward, supported Brittany Booker's family and come forward. Because I wonder, I'm not gonna lie, I do wonder, like, who was the person that called? They must have saw that it was like a $5,000 reward, and it probably went up from there. But they probably was like, yeah, you can come on over here and stay at my house. Yeah, nah, go stay at my house. Yeah, yeah, no problem. Yeah, we'll take you in. And when they got a chance, they decided to call the police and say, yeah, y'all need to go ahead and collect him. Will I get my coin? But I'm just trying to see, will I get my coin? All right, cool. They said they got a tip from somebody. Now, they didn't really say that it was anonymous, but they also are not telling us exactly who the person is, of course. So I think they're going to give that person some money. All right. I mean, that's what it was there for. They helped you all find him. I mean, they said that, the only way they were going to find him was because of that tip. That's what it sounded like. The only way, that's what the officer said. The only way we were able to find him was by way of the tip that came in. Okay. And the person felt like, for everybody's best interest, it would be better if this young man is arrested. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much all that I have. I wanted to come to you guys real quick so we can talk about this particular situation here dealing with Miss Brittany Booker. So unfortunate, so young, only 30 years old, and I just all of this could have been avoided. All of this could have been avoided. All right. See what your arrogance, I feel, your ego, your hatred gets you. A life behind bars, because I think that's what's going to happen. I feel like he's going to be behind bars for a very long time. Like, probably for the rest of his life. He already 41. And you had these police on a manhunt for you. Girl, y'all go ahead and hop down in these comments. Let me know your thoughts and everything regarding this story. Thank God they finally have a piece of justice for Miss Brittany by being able to capture this guy, but we'll learn more once we find out what the verdict is going to be for him in his sentencing. So that's all I got, honey. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Brittany Booker's father, Leonard Leary, says the waiting game has been difficult.
It's like this guy became a ghost. It's like he just dropped off the face of the earth for a while. But I don't see how his family or anybody could hide this man out knowing what he did.